Following their private visit to see the Queen last week, it's been reported today that Harry and Meghan have been invited to make a Buckingham Palace balcony appearance at the Queen's Platinum Jubilee celebrations. If they visit, they might attend events such as the Thanksgiving service at St Paul's, but wouldn't be invited to take part in official ceremonies such as trooping the colour. So would it be nice to see Harry and Meghan back up on the balcony as if we were all friends again, Kelly?
I think it would be lovely. Yes, it would, if that's what they want and they're comfortable with it. I think after the revelations that happened, you know, and especially the interview with Oprah, we all have a very different sort of perspective of what their experience was like living within the palace. And they've always been really open and said that they've separated Her Majesty from the comments that they made. They've always stated that she was wonderful and then none of their grievances were with her personally. And this is a celebration for her, isn't it? So them being there, I think, would be really fitting.
Yeah. I mean, it was just, I suppose, such a monumental kind of family bust-up, for the want of a better word, because of the Oprah interview, wasn't it? So I suppose maybe there has been a bit of time to reflect. There have been big things happening in the world since then too. Maybe perspective change. Maybe you change your point of view when it comes to things. And
yeah,
you know, and the Queen she's an elderly lady and wants her family together.
I still think that it was a terrible betrayal, and I think, you know, it's good of the Queen to just, you know, let it go and not make a big deal out of it. And I think if everybody stopped making a big deal out of those two, they could just come over, go on the balcony, do the appearance, and everyone would just go, oh, look, it's Harry and Meghan. But instead, it'll be like, you know, it is. They've created this kind of whirlwind around them that everything they do now becomes like massive news. Everyone's always talking about it, and it does overshadow events.
I think
up to a point.
I think the reason
the
reason everyone's talking about it is because they've been open about it and they've actually said what their experience was. I know that there is that kind of British stiff upper lip where you kind of soldier on, you kind of, even if things are difficult, you kind of keep going. But they felt that they couldn't keep going. They felt, you know, they alluded to mental health problems being within that household, and telling their story was important to them to do so. And I think sometimes when you do tell the truth, change can happen. And maybe there have been, we don't know, maybe there have been changes within how they run things, how protocols work, and thinking about people's mental health. I mean, the statement that the Queen made afterwards, I thought was lovely, and because it said that they were going to look at things and how things were done. And I think that's actually what they wanted. They wanted the establishment to look at how they do things, how they control people's lives, and the mistakes that happened for their family, and look to correct them and do things differently for future, you know.
They didn't have to, though, did they? They said they wanted privacy. We're going over to America to have our privacy. And then they haven't stopped talking about it since. They haven't stopped talking about themselves and the royal family.
Netflix documentary.
Exactly. They've got cameras following them. I mean, you know, give it a rest. I don't mind if they appear on the balcony, and I would have gone, oh, lovely. But, you know, at the moment, I don't think that. I just think, oh, here we go.
But I don't think they necessarily want it either. I mean, like, when they came over to see the Queen just recently, that was a private thing. They went, people found out about it, obviously they would, but they went in because that's their relationship, and that shows their relationship is real and truthful, and they went and did that, and it wasn't a big, you know, it wasn't a big publicity stunt. It was a personal thing that they went and did, and obviously people find out about that. You know, that's a consequence of that happening. But I think them being blamed for being truthful about their experience and exposing something that was happening to them is their choice. They made it, and it was a very brave and bold decision to make.
Yeah. I think there are whispers as well, of course, that they would be bringing their little children. The Queen wouldn't have met Lilibet at this point. So, again, I mean, that's...
Yeah, lovely.
It's a nice thing. And lots of families have issues, don't they, where people fall out and people don't speak and everything else. So for something so huge as
speculation, there is still a lot of speculation about it. You know, we're here talking about it all the time.
Absolutely.
No,
we don't actually know.
We're all now sat here talking about them. We're not even talking about the Jubilee, are we? That's just what happens.
Thank you, Frankie.
But it's the world we live in, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I think, you know, there's loads of families who haven't met grandchildren and stuff like that yet because of everything that's been happening. So that would be lovely for them. And like you say, they are a family at the end of the day. People forgive and move on and learn and apologise and whatever. But I'm just one of those people and that I'm just like, I'm quite happy to see them there. I just want everyone to get on. I want everyone to have a nice time. And I just want to know what Meghan's going to be wearing. OK? That's all I want to know. And I'm done. I'll put it on, see that and go, oh, that's nice.
I think there are probably more people think like that than we think.
It's because everybody else
media is obsessed with them.
Yeah, because everyone else has their own life and their own issues and they don't really have time necessarily to delve into other people's problems. We did ask you at home, we have a Twitter poll, would you be happy to see Harry and Meghan back on the balcony during the upcoming celebrations? 59% of you said no.
Wow. Brutal.
Shock horror.
There's such a strong opinion on them, isn't there? I just
feel
don't
like,
get it.
you know, they've
It's
walked
their
away,
fault.
they've walked away.
Oh, shush.
They created it.
Carol, I'm going to screenshot that and make it a little meme for every time I need a shock
Carol,
horror.
How can you say they created it if it's an experience that they had?
Well, they didn't need to. You know, look, they're still in the family. They're still part of the family. And to bad-mouth them as they did, which they did, you can't deny
Even
that.
if they got treated badly.
But they were just
why do
telling
they
the
need
truth.
to? I know, but just go. Look, they want to go away and have their privacy. Go away and be quiet. And then when you come back and go on the balcony, we'll all go lovely jubbly. Lovely jubbly.
Oh, you plug
She's in character.
That's a nice way to move it on, I think.
That's what you call method acting.
Yeah.